Welcome, Q Nation. This is Hari Q in the chambers. Hope everyone's good. What's up, my brothers and sisters? Man, hope you lot are good. Hope you lot are alright. You know what I'm saying? We're here with another one, man. We're here with a new one. This is Dune Part 3. Official trailer. The leaves are like, if you know, you know. I had to react to this, man. I love the Dune movies, especially Denis Villeneuve's versions, man. I've watched every single Dune iteration, man. The miniseries, the David Lynch movie. I know a lot of people don't like that movie. I thought the movie was alright, you know what I mean? It's a guilty pleasure, you know what I'm saying? It's a guilty pleasure, you know what I mean? The extended version and the other versions, you know what I'm saying? And the miniseries did its thing too, you know what I mean? I've not seen Dune Prophecy, the new series. I've not seen that yet. I just haven't peeped it, you know what I'm saying? But the Dune movies, come on, if you know. And the books, it is what it is. The first book is a classic. Second book, yeah. Third book, hey, what the hell's going on there? Wait, I was in the fourth book. Dune has so many books, man. I think, yeah, Dune, the first book, Masterclass. Second book, which this is based on it in a way. Third book, The Children of Dune. Okay, that was it. But then the fourth book, that's the one I'm talking about. God Emperor of Dune. Man, I don't know what Frank was smoking back then, bro, but yo, if you read it, you know. Anyway, my Dune fans, if you're out there, please, man, peep this video, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not going to waste any of your time, man. I had to react to this on this channel. I just had to, man. It's Dune. You know what I mean? I've not reacted to any Dune stuff before, but now it's like, nah, bro. No, it's time. Let's put some respect on Dune, bro. It's the original, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Let's do it. I'm excited for this movie. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Let's go.
I trusted you! You promised me that you would never take power in your name.
Yeah, well...
You convinced me that this was your home.
Yeah, well...
That I was your home.
Well, yeah. Okay.
What do you know about me?
You've conquered the galaxy.
Bro.
You've destroyed thousands of worlds.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think you're way beyond redemption.
Oh my God.
Why are you here?
To deliver a peace proposal.
Peace is a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Why should I refuse?
Because it's meant to destroy you.
Oh, man. Oh, man, still God.
I have to strike at the core of imperial power.
You intend to kill Paul?
Regime change.
Idiot. You've just signed our death warrants.
I found someone.
Okay. Oh, man, Johnny's looking great.
The future is a way of talking to me. I can't see what's ahead.
How does it feel to be human like everyone else, Paul Atreides?
You have no fear, do you?
I fear dishonor.
You sound like an Atreides.
I've been told I was one.
Hell.
Forgive me for all I've done.
Oh, my. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I had no idea how Denis Villeneuve was going to adapt Dune Messiah. Because Dune Messiah doesn't have a lot in it like that, fam. It doesn't. If you read the book, if you know, you know. it isn't exactly what you call a fast-paced read. You get me? It is a shorter book, but fam, it's packed, if you know what I'm saying. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, man, how's you gonna adapt this? It's not exactly, you get me. Dune Part 1, the first book, yeah. Second book, I wasn't sure. Bro, he's clearly blending the books. He is. If you know what I'm saying, right? He's clearly blending Dune, Messiah, and Children of Dune. He is. He that's what he's clearly doing. And if I'm watching this, right, I can kind of see where the storyline is going. I know that, yeah, how can you tell? It's just a trailer. But some trailers, if you watch movies, a lot of movies like I have, I've been saying on this channel, man, movies my first love, music is my second love, but the two of them together is a beautiful marriage. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold you, man. So I've watched a lot of movies, and I've done that movie's my thing. That's what, you know what I mean? That's what I want to do. That's my movie thing. You know what I mean? I'm even working on it behind the scenes as I'm speaking to you right now. And I ain't gonna hold you, man. I've watched a lot, so I can kind of see certain things. You know what I mean? And if you've watched so many movies and you're part of that world, you kind of see, you can read between the lines a little bit, you know what I mean? And from what I'm seeing, I can the trailer's kind of telling you the narrative, like I said, unless it's tricky. Sometimes the trailers do trick you. You can tell that because at the end of Dune Part 2, if you've seen it, right, Johnny and him are not on good terms, right? She runs off, she goes to the desert, she does her thing, right? Clearly, this movie is starting right after Dune Part 2. Now, from what I understand, Dune Part 3 I can't even speak, bro. Basically, it takes place over, I think many years, like a decade or more. I think 12 or 17 years, right? So in the movie, we're going to see the time passing. You know what I mean? Like many other movies, you know what I'm saying? Like a real epic. You know, really epics, right? They can combine 30 years within the space of 3 hours or 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see the passage of time and in each time period what they're going through. So clearly, right after Dune Part 2, Paul and Chani will come back together. Because remember, in Dune Part 2, he told his mom that, don't worry, she'll come around. I've seen it. So here, he's going to see her again. And this is not a vision or dream. This is actually them talking. You can tell. Because whenever Denis was doing a vision thing, he has this kind of weird, kind of grainy, kind of filtery light to it, and you kind of see little light, and then you can see that it's like a dreamy sequence. You know what I'm saying? But this is clearly a scene. He actually goes there. So she goes to the desert. She goes back to one of the sieges or one of the temples or whatever. He goes there because, like I said, he's seen it already in the vision. He already knows. And they obviously come back together because in the trailer, as she's berating him, there's a point in the trailer where they hug, where she does this, right? You know how females, right? When, you know what I mean? After they let out all the emotion and anger and everything else, she's like, you know what I mean? And then they hug, right? And then, as the trailer goes on, you see them, she's clearly pregnant. Now, in the first trailer, they didn't show that. They kind of showed it from here. But this one, they let you know that, yes, she's pregnant in that scene. That's what they're asking in the first trailer. What should we name them if it's a boy or a girl? You understand what I'm saying? So he's stroking the belly, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So they're clearly together. She's wearing also the blue bandana. Right now in the book, it's the blue bandana means that you've given birth, right, to your first child or something like that. So that's why you wear it. But in the movie, Denis has changed it to more like it's a bond between feminine male and females. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he's doing for in the book, but in the movie. But in the book, it's about birth, basically, right? So they're clearly together. They're twins, because spoilers, they're twins. Clearly, they are born and they grow up, because there's a scene where someone's looking through some sort of binoculars or something, and you see Chani holding the blue bandana, right? And she lets it go. Now, I don't know whether that means she's like, okay, in this point in the story, she and Paul have broken up again, so she's like showing him the symbolic, you know what? Boom. I don't feel for you like that no more. Or maybe it's a message, maybe, because remember in the trailer you see him picking it up from the sand. So I don't know whether that's like a message to him, like, yo, we're good, we're okay, this is for you, keep it. I don't even know. But you can see the kids are there in the desert. And then in another shot, now in that shot though, I don't know whether or not it's a grainy effect, if that's a vision or that's a real shot, because you see them holding slings, clearly there are babies in it. right? So I don't know whether that's actually a vision that he sees, because the way it's shot, it looks like a vision. It's not like a scene, because it has that grainy effect and that kind of light thing. I'm breaking this down, I know. I'm breaking this down. It has that kind of light feel to it. And that kind of grainy effect. So you see the two of them kind of, and it also has that kind of weird, kind of slow motion, because even like in the flashback sequences, in the vision sequences, right? Denis does kind of like slow motion a little bit, like more slowy, so that it has that kind of dreamy effect, right? So in that shot, it's not them turning quickly; it's like them slowly turning. So I don't know whether that's also a vision that Paul is seeing, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But if not, clearly the twins have been born. They're alive and they're well. You know what I mean? Because that shot from the binoculars is not a dreamy sequence. That's someone actually watching them. You know what I'm saying? So I think, from what I'm seeing from the beginning of the movie, they come together, you know, they get pregnant, they have the kids, right? And then somewhere down the line, Paul shaves his head and becomes this dark emperor, and she's not in his life, clearly, because in the movie you see that he goes like completely like dark side Anakin Skywalker style, you know what I mean, Darth Vader style, you know what I'm saying? Because if you notice, right, when he has his hair, you see him go through battlefields, right, of chaos. Like you see where he's walking in that kind of armored suit with a dagger, right? You see all the Fremen bowing to him, and then behind him is complete death and chaos and burning and the Armageddon apocalypse, right? Which is great. I love that shot. I know he's walking up, and then behind him is just death and chaos, and you're like, yes, you know what I mean? It's like, woo, yes, brother. Don't mess with Paul Atreides, Muad'Dib, Listen, I got you. Don't mess with him, bro. Bro, he's a villain. I ain't gonna hold you. He's crazy. Man, I don't care about that whole, please forgive me. Forgive who? Man, you, yay! I digress. So, and then in the first trailer, right, he's talking to his mom about, yo, what did dad do? And she's like, yo, your dad never started a war. You get me? So we're clearly seeing that in the beginning of the movie, he's living with Chani, he's doing his thing. They live in the desert, right? And he's with her in the desert like a Fremen. Because remember, that's what she wants. She wants him to live like a Fremen male, to be a real Fremen. What do Fremen do? They live in the desert with their mate, and they're happy and living their lives. But maybe throughout the movie, something happens where he gets called back to lead what he's doing, right? The apocalypse across the freaking galaxy. So maybe that's what causes more tension between them. And then he's like, yo, I gotta go. And she's like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna stay here and raise our kids while you go out there and be this, you know, dark leader or whatever, right? And he clearly chooses that path. Or they come to an agreement like, yo, if they find out about these kids, man, they're going to be in danger, including yourself. So look, let's make a deal, right? I'll go and be this, whatever they want me to be, right? While you and the kids are safe, because I can't protect you. So I got to go. But, you know, I still love you and the kids, you know, be there for them, tell them about me, and then I'll go do my thing, right? That's why halfway through you see with his head shaved, and he looks different. He even sounds different, like his eyes and the way he looks and the way he's like a dark emperor. You see when he walks up that massive kind of podium and you see a massive army, and he's all kind of scowling. You know what I mean? He has that kind of darkness in him. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of where they're going with the narrative a little. That's what I've seen. I can be completely wrong, and I've seen some spoilers in there from the book. You know, especially with what's her name? Alia, right? Is it Alia? Yeah, Alia, right? Anna Taylor-Joy's character, you see her covered in blood, and she walks into the room, and you kind of see like either is a Bene Gesserit. I see where I won't spoil it, but I can see where this is going. If you've read the book, if you know, you know. So I've seen some spoilers here and there, right? Now, Jason Momoa doing, yeah, you know, he's playing kind of like because Duncan's clone is kind of like a robot. He's like an android, like a cyborg. He's being programmed, basically, right? And Paul is kind of just like trying to figure him out. Like, okay, so this is a gift to me. One of my closest friends, or my best friend, has come back to life through this process. Great, but are you really a gift? When's a gift not a gift? You know what I'm saying? If you've seen Dune Part 1, if you know, you know. It's like he's not sure. And the thing I like about this is that he flatly tells him that, well, it's a trap. And the thing, Paul knows that it's a trap. He's like, yeah, you are a trap. You must be a trap. you must be here to do something to weaken my resolve or weaken my hold on the empire, right? Sorry about that. I don't know what was going on there. My equipment's going, hey. Anyway, that's what I was like, what? Anyway, back to what I was saying. So he's like, I know it's a trap, right? He knows. So they're really, if you read the book, you can see where they're going with it. You know what I mean? The movie's kind of, but this movie obviously is much more of a thriller. It's much more of action. They're showing you the actual jihad, which the book kind of mentions it. But thank you, Denis, because I was like, how are you gonna? Because Dune Messiah it's not an exciting book. It really isn't. There's some action stuff I think sprinkled, but it's not really especially towards the end. But it's not really an action. It's not really an exciting book. So I was like, how's he gonna do this, fam? Clearly, he's found a way to blend the Children of Dune and Dune Messiah, but then find bits and pieces, original bits and pieces in it. Because that action sequence of them doing stuff during the pocket, you see the Fremen going to the beach and seeing water for the first time. I love how the music changed to emphasize the moment that these guys who've lived in desert where water is such a privileged thing, they're arrived where water is just there. And they're like, what the? You see them all kind of bowing, like, oh my God. Like, they can't even imagine. And I love the shot of Stilgar, just kind of like, he's like, what the? Whoa. Like, that's why in Dune Part 2, when Paul was telling Chani about water, she's like, what? I don't believe you. Yusul. I don't believe you. He's like, yeah, well, that's how it is. Like, what? I don't believe you. But that's how it is. And now they've seen it, and it's like imagine living where there's no water, and all of a sudden you get to it's just there. Like, it's insane. And I love the fact that they're really showing you how that is. And it creates kind of more, because if you read the book, a bit of a spoiler, the disillusionment of the Fremen towards Paul as time goes on, especially with Stilgar, is like, because don't forget, they think he's a god, all right? They think he's an actual god, all right? He's beyond human. But certain things are beginning, you know what I mean? It's like, so anyway. If you can't tell already, I'm excited for this movie, all right? I've spoken for over 10 minutes right now. I love this movie. I love what's going on here. Denis Villeneuve. I think I was worried about Chani a little bit because in the book, Chani is a different kind of character. But I think I understand why Denis is doing this, because he needs someone to be the perspective of the audience. Like, whoa, Paul, what the hell are you doing? We need someone to be that kind of, you know what I mean? Now, obviously, as an audience, we should be smart enough to know, nah, fam, this ain't it. But he still wants to emphasize the point through a character, right? You know what I'm saying? So it happens a lot in these movies. You know what I mean? They need a point of view character for the audience, right? You know what I mean? Like if you watch Inception, right? I forgot her name, but what's her name? Ellen Page, who is now Elliot Page, right? Well, in that movie, they are the point of view character for the audience. So because we don't know what the hell is going on, so she doesn't know either, right? And so they're being told, so through the character, we are being shown the world and what's going on. So through Chinese character, we're being shown, what Paul is doing is messed up. It's not a good thing, man. It's about chaos, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why he did. But he's still showing you that they're in love, which is very important, because the love between Chani and Paul is very important in all the Dune books. It's very important. It's very important, man. I cannot emphasize that enough. Paul and Chani is the backbone of Dune, their love story. It's very important. And if you mess that up, you mess up the story. So obviously, Denis Villeneuve understands that, okay, I'll add friction, but I'll also make sure to show you that these people really love each other. It's not just some sort of, you know what I mean? So I hope he knocks that out of the park. That's very important. It's very, very important. If you're a Dune fan, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I've gushed long enough. I love this. This trailer was amazing. The music, everything, the shots, the framing, the lighting, the color grading, everything. It's perfect. Like, I've not seen anything wrong. The visual effects, like there's not one scene in both Dune movies where I thought, it's seamless. The visual effects, special effects, everything. It's seamless. There's not one weird shot. There's no CGI stunt double running around. It looks absolutely real. That's crazy. And look how, and you know what's crazy about it? How Denis Villeneuve in the space of, 5 years has made 3 movies. I think, is it 5? Yeah, I think in the space of 5 years, he's made 3 movies within the same, it's crazy. Like, usually it takes longer to make a trilogy like this, but he's able to knock it out of the park great, you know? And I think it's because a lot of the things he's done, he's gone for a minimalist kind of way of showing you the story. So he doesn't go hard on a lot of things. So for example, kiting and the Emperor and all that, if you notice in Dune Part 2, he really downplayed it. Like, he didn't even show you the full planet of kiting or its people or what's going on there. He didn't show you the actual throne room, you know, you know, like how Shaddam the Fourth, how he does his thing. Like, he's very flamboyant and luxurious and all that. He didn't show you a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He just showed you as this kind of old man. You know what I mean? And even the setting is very, you know, feng shui. You know what I mean? So he's going for a more minimalist, less is more approach with Dune, which is good. It's all right. You know what I mean? That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that helps him to shoot these movies much faster. You know what I'm saying? And cleaner and actually, so real locations, real things. He doesn't have to add too much CGI. It's just real stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, I'm really rambling because I love this. I'm so excited for this movie. I can't wait to see it. So show it on big screen. Woo! It's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to see it. And I'm very intrigued to see where he goes. I've already told you my thoughts, but I'm intrigued to see where he goes with it. I could be completely wrong here. Completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Q Nation. I gotta go, man. Thank you so much, man. Bro, I can't wait for this. I can't wait. Anyway, I've gushed long enough, like I said. Anyway, please, if you enjoyed my reaction and gushing, you know what I'm saying, give this video a big like. If you want to see more of my reactions either way, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think. How you feel about Dune. Share the video. Let's have a good time. Let's have a vibe. You know what I'm saying? To all my subscribers, everyone that watches me, man. I love you all so much. You're awesome, awesome people. God bless every single one of you, man. By God's grace, I'll see you on the next reaction. Man, I can't wait. Listen, I got boy deep also. For traders. See you later. Bye.